My videos are for ages 18 and above or cannabis patients alike. I do not use or promote the sale of any illegal substances. Let's get right to it. So in this blockbuster of a story, I'm talking about a situation that happened to me a couple years ago and gave me the adrenaline equivalence of 3 lines of some pure cocaine. But before I get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to the OGs, Joe Loco, Kev999, shout out Juice World, Doughboy, 106th Street, Kevin Duran, Prod Ezra. Thank you guys for being OGs, and shout out to the new people that are on my channel because I haven't posted in a cool minute and my shit's still skyrocketing. So thank you to the new people. Let's get this started. So this day happened about 3 years ago when I was about 10th grade, maybe 4 years ago, shit. I was a 10th grader back when my voice was still trying to develop the masculinity of a voice I have today. And I had about SpongeBob voice, okay? My shit was squeaky as fuck. It probably still is squeaky today, but way more squeakier back then. And on this day, it was a Friday. It was a nice Friday. It was a beautiful evening. Me, the homie Jerry, and another homie I'm gonna mention named Trav. Not Travis Scott, not Nav, a little bit in the middle, just Trav. Now, we were kicking it, right? And our only plans, just like every other day, find some plug, let's smoke up. That was it. That was the only plan. And on this day, my school had a football game. So we would go to the games, or later on, about 6 p.m., there'd be games, there'd be the cheerleaders, the whole fucking shebang, right? So we said, all right, bro, let's just go home for now. Let's come back around 5 p.m. Let's kick it. Let's smoke up, and then let's go to the game, right? Or like, let's just smoke up. I don't think fucking going to the football game was in our plans. But let's just say, let's go back. Let's come through. Let's smoke up. Bro. After school, I rush home. I eat. I make sure I had to do whatever I had to do. So at 4:30, I text Jerry. And I'm like, yo, you still trying to smoke? Are you still down? Yup, he said yeah. Right? We hit up our boy Trav. Yo, you still trying to smoke? He said yeah. So all right, let's go. So we said, meet us in front of the school. And from the school, we'll just find an alley because back then, we always used to find alleys like some little fucking crackheads trying to be in the corner and shit. Super fucking obvious, so don't go to the fucking alleys. That shit's sketchy. Either way, our only plan was just to go to an alley that no one would see us, hit the bong, because back then, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had something called the devil bong, which was a little bubbler that was super red. And then it was Angels actually. Our only plan was to get the bong, light up like 10 bowls, and then let's just chill. Let's see what happens after we smoke up. So around 5:30, I walked to the school. Jerry's already waiting right there. The homie Trav, we waited about 10 minutes for him to meet us at front of the school, right? And after about 10 minutes, I text him. He comes through eventually, and he already has bud. My guy has bud already, and I already have bud, so it's already good. We just have to find the location. That is it, right? So we just go about 4 blocks within my school, because near our school there's a shit ton of alleys you can smoke in. A lot of them, a fuck ton. So we go alley to alley, just inspecting each alley, making sure that our people there are the windows open so they can hear us, making sure we're not being loud as fuck or high key. You know, we're trying to scope out every alley to see which one's the perfect alley. And after, oh my gosh, about an hour, by this time it was like 6, right? 6:30. It was kind of getting dark, but not too dark. And we got tired, honestly, of looking for alleys because people were either there, a car was parked there, or it was super sketchy. One or the other. There was always a factor of, nah, this alley's not. So after about an hour of trying to find a place to piff, we said, fuck it, dude. I'm tired of this shit. It's gonna be midnight by the time we find a good alley, right? So we're like, all right, let's just go to this alley. And this alley was about, I want to say, 3 blocks away from the school we used to go to. So we go to that alley. We inspect it, and at first we came here a second time. The first time we thought it was sketchy, but not too sketchy. It was an option. It was kind of, so we're like, all right, fuck it, let's go to this alley. We look at this alley, but first there's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful house that is in back of an alley. And we tried scoping it out, making sure they had no cameras and shit, so we don't get caught or anything. Like, just trying to be as safe as possible. And from our looks of it, from our point of view, everything was clear. Everything looked good. So we go to the alley. I zip out my backpack quick, take out the little devil bong. Homie gets his bud. I get my bud. I try to grind it with my hands because I had a little shitty grinder that would get stuck every time I opened it, which I threw it away about 3 months ago because fuck that grinder. So we're over here trying to match in an alley, and it's about like 7 almost. It's kind of dark, kind of dark. And then we start packing bowls. The homie Trav's the first one. I'm the second one. Jerry's the third. And then as we're piffing, we take maybe like 3. We take 3, but we're kind of lagging it because we're talking. We didn't mean to be there for a long time, but just by smoking, we just started talking, and we kind of forgot to be low key. We were being loud as shit, fucking laughing, bursting out laughter and shit. And then 20 minutes there, because we were there for a long time. We had enough bud to match for a while, about an hour's worth. And within 20 minutes, it was kind of dark. And then all of a sudden, we're by a little corner of a nice house. So I was hitting the bowl. It was my turn. And after I finished, I took out the ash. I was gonna pack the homie Jerry one. I was currently packing the bowl. And all of a sudden, we hear a deep ass voice like Debo from fucking Friday. And he's like, hey, what you guys doing? Like a deep ass voice. He could have been fucking Batman for all I knew. And then we just hear this shit out of nowhere. There was no man in sight. We just heard a voice. And I looking back at me, I look to the side. Everyone's doing the same, right? We're like, what the fuck? This man's invisible. He's like hiding on top of the roof or some shit. So we're like, yo, what the fuck? And he still was talking to us like, yo, get the fuck out. What are you guys doing? Because he thought we were probably trying to rob his house or some shit, which currently was not that was not the plan at all. We were just chiefing. But he was just talking shit through a speaker. And I guess when we look up, I look up at the edge of where we're piffing, and there's a camera. Our dumbasses didn't see a little ass camera, and it has a built-in speaker through it, so he's able to see what we're doing and fucking speak to us. And we think he's bluffing. We think he's fucking bluffing. He's like, you better leave before I come out here. And the homie Trav, he doesn't give a blind fuck. He's like, nah, bro, we're staying here. We're staying here. Let's just piff. And I was like, I don't know, bro. You seem fucking serious. He's like, nah, fuck that dude. Fuck him. We're gonna piff here anyways. And I just did what he said. I was like, all right, bro. I'm gonna keep packing the bowl for Jerry. Like, Jerry, you're the third guy. You're next, buddy. And then I keep packing it. And we hear a fucking door just like burst open. And this guy, he looked like Debo and sounded like Debo. This man was 7'4", no fucking joke, bro. He was like Batman's arch nemesis, dog. This guy was tall as fuck. And he had a fucking tank top on. He comes out the door and he's like, yo, you better fucking leave, you know, like deep voice. And I'm shitting bricks. I'm terrified because this man is tall as hell. He caught all of us off guard. We were all off guard, and he was ready to beat the fuck out of one of us. He said it too. He's like, if you guys don't leave, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you guys, like straight up. And all in a split second, like this all happened super fast in a matter of seconds. So I look at Jerry, I look at Trav, and he's coming towards us. He's literally coming towards us and talking shit that he's gonna beat our asses, threatening us and shit. So while I have the bong in my hand with my backpack, like wearing it on my chest, I look at Jerry and I told him, run. That was my first instinct because I do not want to get my ass beat by fucking Debo. And then I look at Trav. I said run. Like I looked at both of them and I just said run. That was fucking it. We looked at each other. We knew the cue to go. So I fucking started dipping. And then I was the first one. Jerry was the second. He fucking ran, bro. Homie did karate, so he had stamina. He had stamina for days. He started running. And I start running out the alley. I see Jerry running out the alley. And we fucking dip it to like 3 streets away, bro. Like I was tired as shit. I was sweating. I was exhausted. I needed some fucking air. I couldn't breathe, bro. I was like, just fucking gasping for air. And I look at Jerry, but I don't see Trav. We don't see Trav. And I asked Jerry, yo, where the fuck is Trav? Did he run with us? And we're like, oh shit. He stayed. He froze. Like he didn't react. Homie just froze. So I call him. I have his number. I call him. I dial his number. I text him. No text. He doesn't call back. We're thinking he probably got his ass beat. Most likely, he probably got the fucking Pope beat out of his ass. But we're texting him and we're worried because this man is huge. He has enough strength to fucking kill us with one punch. Like, no, on some One Punch Man shit. So then we're calling him, we're fucking worried, but we don't want to go back to that alley to risk getting beat up or some shit. We're hoping he comes and follows us. And about 20 minutes later, bro, like, we thought he was fucking dead by this point. 20 minutes later, he fucking calls us and said, yo, where are you guys? And we're like, where the fuck are you? Like, where are you? You didn't run, motherfucker. And then he's like, yo, I stayed. Turns out the dude was like, he was gonna beat his ass, but since he was only there, like, him himself, the dude kind of felt bad that his homies dipped, but like he stood still, so he kind of felt bad for him. And he just told him like, yeah, I know those guys are pussies, even though this man is fucking like 6'4", like a professional NBA player status, you know. And then he's like, yeah, bro, like he was about to beat my ass, but like he kind of felt bad or some shit. And like he just told him like, get the fuck out of the alley. He just told me to get the fuck out, and I walked away, right? And I was like, oh my fuck, like why didn't you run? He's like, you guys didn't say anything. And we're like, dude, what was the first word that came out of both of our mouths? Fucking run. And my man froze. And then fast enough, he eventually follow. I tell him what street we're on, right? And then he eventually comes through to the street that we're on, because we're still gonna smoke. Like we were only like 5-7 bowls in, but we still needed way more. We still want to get higher, baby. So I told him to come through, and we talked about the whole situation, and we're like, yeah, fuck these alleys. Let's just go to a park or some shit. I'd rather get caught up at a park than a fucking alley. Like, fuck that. So we just went to like a nearby park. We smoked a couple bowls. We tried to forget what the fuck just happened. And that was fucking scary. Like, that was the end of the story. It was like a brief 20 seconds that felt like fucking minutes, bro. Like, just adrenaline rush of fucking craziness. But either way, that was the story. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, all that bullshit down below. Peace.